everyone, Indez here. Another day, another patch notes for Diablo Immortal. And this one, well, I gotta say that in some ways I'm very excited, and specifically for one thing, and is the one thing that is actually not on the patch notes. So let's start by reviewing the patch notes. We have here in Diablo Immortal, awaken your inner apex predator. So if you guys don't know, Diablo 4 just came out, and it came out like with the actual Vanguard, is the Vessel of Hatred expansion, and they are gonna try to merge both of them. To be honest, I'm a big fan of Spiritborn, so for that reason, I'm actually excited for these new skins that are coming to the Battle Pass, because I always say you can be free-to-play player, but it is the Battle Pass worth most of the times is not, unless you like the skins, okay? The cosmetic, it is actually worth. Just remember that it is gonna be class-specific. For example, if you get it on your Barbarian and you change Crusader, you're not gonna get it. Those ones are only for the ones that are in the store or the Phantom Market. So get the Battle Pass for the cosmetic. Don't get it for the stats, because the stats are like so very little, and it actually doesn't make a lot of difference unless you play for 5 years. But you know how much money it is? 5 years of Battle Pass, it is like 300 euros. It is not a lot, but in 3 years, but it's still like some money. And how many games did you actually went and spend like 300 euros to buy at once, right? So for this reason, and because of all Diablo 4 hype, I kind of like to this merge between the games. I feel like there are things that I like on the Diablo 4 that I wish there was here in reverse. It is also true. Then we're gonna have Seek Out Legendary Gems. Oh boy, this fucking event, it is such a big scam, and I hope they actually improve it, because I'm gonna tell you how it works. You can select 8 gems, okay, but out of like those 8 gems, you have 50% to get one of them. So it's not like a really target farming, and I really hope that they remove this 50%. Just let us select the 8 gems. It is already such a small chance that you're actually gonna get the gem you want, because it's a 1 out of 8. It is still like not great odds. So man, I'm not a spender, but if I was, I will be mad at these, man, because I really hate to see like these kind of, scammy things. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to beat Diablo Immortal in subs. It will mean the world to me. Enjoy the video. We have like a returning events that, oh my god, we're gonna snooze all of these. Nobody freaking cares. If you care to go check it. And then we have here balance change. Oh my god, thank god. No more freaking bananas. Because why? It was crazy. Like when these new answers for rolling consequence came from Tempest in the major patch, it was everywhere. But like 3 or 4 Tempest in one BGs, you literally couldn't even see your character. And I'm a Barbarian. I'm huge, man. So I'm super happy for this change. Reduced from 8 to 7 because they were nerfing the damage, but now they are reducing from 7 to 4 due to a performance impact was causing. Yeah, of course, like it was like so bad to play. Like the clutter, it was incredible. I wish they actually gave us an option to maybe they do, but I like to play with everything on maximum, but I wish there was a way just animation reduced. So I still know what is casting on me, but I don't have to see all the clutter, because like sometimes gets like pretty crazy in BGs. Now we have here a feature updates, and I think like this one is a W, okay? Any W that we can get from Blizzard, I will take it. Vanguard now is gonna give you also set gear. Personally, I kind of like this. I hope that this is a plus. We get legendary gear, and plus we also can get set items. I wish that we could have like a level 5 or 6, because, man, my charm, I think, is like level 18 or 19, but since it was like level 12, I have no more issue in Vanguard at all, okay? So if you have a charm level 10 plus, I'm pretty sure you're not struggling anymore. So just give us like, a few more levels so we can start having some fun, man. So here, action house, we have a change. So whenever you don't sell your item, which is 90% of the times, right? Especially if it's like your blue runes and gold runes, the market is like gone, no more free plat. Anyways, now you can actually go and modify the price immediately. So before, we only had the option to, I think, remove the item or to repost the item on the action house, but now we can actually also update the price. So good change. Quality of life change is always a plus. I like it. Then we have Rite of Exile. The damage that we reduce from 50 to 40. The thing it is happening in this game is like every patch, every week is passing by, we are getting stronger. And there is no stat squish. We had the difficulties going down, but our power, it is still the same. The combat rating is only going up. So I feel like in the future, the game will 100% need a stat squish or some damage reduced, because otherwise, if you play Diablo 3 or even like Diablo 4 in the recent seasons, you will see the game just start scaling like these compositions, and that's when you start having skills like Ota that are doing like more than 1 million damage as a low spender or even as a free to play. Okay, it has to do with that, because the developers, it is impossible to test all the things that there is in the game and all the combinations. And even so, Diablo Immortal is such an easy game and actually simple, because it's made for casuals, mobile game. It's not like for really hardcore gamers. If you want that, you go play Path of Exile or you go play Diablo 3 or Diablo 4, right? These things happen. So I hope in the future we get a stat squish, because I think it's needed. We're gonna have Challenge Reef new season. Nobody cares. And we have Training Grounds. These are, I think, actually a nice change, because now they are gonna put one of the dummies as a elite enemy. So probably elite enemies are quite stronger. Maybe they have more armor. Maybe like they have a bit more additional affix, like they say here. So it's gonna be real interesting to actually go and test the build on the elite and on the normal mob. Okay, so we might have to do like longer build videos now, but usually if you're gonna do a build video, I think you should go for the hardest one and do the test dummy, and then you go to the normal one, you take the screenshot of like 30 million damage per second, you know, and then you put it on the thumbnail, and then you get all the views. So this one, good change in my opinion. Then we have Fang Spitter, a multi-shot from Demon Hunter. I think like probably they just reworked. And then we don't have anything else. Okay, so you know what it means. Boys, I have to tell you that in the past days, I received like so many DMs of people literally leaking me the new leak that was supposed to come from the Chinese patch notes. So let's read this, okay? This is a leak, this was a rumor, and I'm gonna give my feedback on it, even if it's true, and even if it's like maybe not happening in this patch, maybe it'll happen in the future. But there was a balance adjustment that they were saying that it was gonna come for the Spartusk. So it was gonna go from 12 seconds to 25 seconds, which this for me was the first like red flag that I saw, because as you see, like they always do like these very small increments, and going from like more than the double, for me it gives me like, so okay, maybe, you know, even if it happens, you know, I still think that Barbarian will be fine, and I'll explain why. When you have 25 seconds of cooldown, the value that you get from the cooldown reduction, it is even higher. So if you go into the BGs and you awaken your slots in the demoralized answers, you can have up to 30% CDR in BGs, which means that this will give you around like a cooldown of 70 seconds to 18 seconds. And you know, it is not that bad. Of course, like you're required to have your awakened gear. But for me, the thing that I will say that, oh my god, Barbarian Spartusk is completely dead, is gone, it will be if they ever remove the dispel mechanic, because the dispel mechanic, it is the thing that makes the whole answers be that strong. It is not really the cooldown. Of course, like if you get more cooldown, you can dispel less times, but let me tell you something that I don't think a lot of people are seeing in this way. And what is the biggest threat for barbarians right now in BGs? I'll let you think for 1 second. Well, did you thought? Well, it is barbarians. That's right, barbarians are the #1 enemy for other barbarians. So whenever you are inside the idol, you are always these mind games with the other barbs. You're thinking, okay, maybe he doesn't have the Spartus. Who's gonna Spartusk each other first? And most of the times, you always die in the idol like way quicker, just because the cooldown of the Spartus dispel was way lesser. But now, if it is increased, man, we're gonna stay alive in that idol way longer. So I really don't know if it is that of a nerf, or if it is actually in a way a buff for barbarians, you know? So there is like these two sides. Of course, I would like to have less cooldown because it's just like stronger versus other class players. But still, as a barbarian, if I'm trying to push the idol or defending the idol, if I know that the other guy just used his Immortalize and is only gonna have it in like 18 seconds, 20 seconds, 25 seconds, I know I'm gonna be chill, you know? Because my Undying is gonna proc, it will last, what, 6-7 seconds? And for that time, I'm there stalling or I'm there to trying to push the idol, right? So either way, I think it is not as bad as I see people are making it. I don't think I'm coping. It's just like the perspective that I see and from the experience inside the battlegrounds that I have. So this is my take on this rumor. This is not confirmed at all, but it is something that a lot of people have been asking for it. So we'll have to see if it is gonna be true or not. And as always, if you enjoyed the video and you got any value from it, we are on a mission to overtake the Diablo Immortal channel in subs, and one day we'll make it happen because you guys are the legends of the channel. So you know what to do. Put the timestamp below so I know that you watched this until the end. And with this is all I have to say about this patch notes. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next one. Peace.